What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Marlon. We are back at it again with another edition of the show. So this is your first time watching, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have in the land of PlayStation and Xbox, as well as PC. If that is something that intrigues you, then this is the place for you. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hey, we want to be like Sean today, baby. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel, man. It is Hype freaking Fridays, man. I don't even know if y'all even realize that. It is Hype Fridays. Get hype, get excited. Let's get it going. You know what I'm saying? We trying to be like Sean today. You know what I mean? Yeah. We are trying to be like Sean, y'all. That's the only way, man. That's the only way. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way, is to be like Sean. Let's see here. We're trying to be like Sean, man. We're trying to be like Sean, man. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me fix this. Let me fix my camera. Let me fix my camera. Let me fix my camera. See, that's what happens when you're trying to be like Sean, man. That's what happens when you're trying to be like Sean. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it should work. 60. All right, there we go. This is what happens when you're trying to be like Sean. That's what happens, guys. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Resizing. Okay, hold on. Okay. Does that work? No. Does that work? There we go. All right, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Or maybe we'll rock with what we got. Sorry about that, guys. All right, we should be good to go. Okay. Had to do a little bit of tweaking there, but we're good to go. We're good to go. That's what happens, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do have some topics to go over and discuss, man. A lot to unpack here. We do have to talk about GTA 6 once again, because a lot of people just don't believe, man. A lot, and that's okay. That's okay. You know, but Rockstar, you know, basically come out and confirm this stuff, and a lot of people are just kind of like skeptical and stuff like, hey, nah, there's no way, they're lying, this and that. And I guess people don't remember from Red Dead Redemption 2 and things of that nature. But we're going to go over that story here today as well. We're going to take a look at Doom: The Dark Ages. The reviews look pretty good. You know, if you're a Doom fan, I think that they kind of take a different approach with this, you know, entry in Doom. With Doom: Dark Ages, it's more like parrying and basically it's more like, well, it was always linear, but I guess it's like really linear, like, you know, how they actually did everything in every level. Obviously, you always get like new weapons and such, but I don't know. I think some people are kind of like, oh man, and then they said that some of the enemies can be repetitive and some of the stages can be repetitive, blah, blah, blah. But kind of look at some of the reviews and see what people are saying and everything. But yeah, we're going to go over some of that here today as well. And oh boy, every single day you wake up is something about tariffs, right? And it seems as though that consoles could be impacted as high as 69%, guys. So this is why I try to tell you guys, if you are in the market right now to purchase a console, get on it. If you can afford it, get on it, because all these things, all these consoles, all these machines are subject to change in terms of pricing. This is not a joke. And PS5 Pro, which I was hearing too, there's supposedly supposed to be like a huge jump in terms of pricing and things of that nature. And yeah, Sony is not going to eat the cost of that. So we'll see as time progresses. But yeah, it's not looking too good in terms of prices and everything like that. On top of that, too, we're going to be talking about the situation that's going on with the Nintendo Switch 2. We heard from Nintendo president, Shuntaro Furukawa, about, the possibility of the Switch 2 going up in price. And I'm happy that I was able to get one before all this nonsense going down, because yeah, man, it's gonna be a rough ride for people who don't own any of these machines right now, and any new pieces of tech that is coming out that is being imported from China or elsewhere that is heavily impacted by tariffs. Yeah, expect to pay a premium, a heck of a premium, just to be able to get that device. So tons of stuff there, lots of stuff going on, and yeah, it's only getting worse, man. You think that things will kind of, smooth out or bottom out or anything like that, but seems as though that things are just getting worse before it gets better. On top of that, too, we're going to talk about the PlayStation 6 here. I know it's kind of way too early to be talking about PS6, but we're getting a report that's saying that it's going to be running at least 24 gigs of RAM. The more RAM, the better, right? And so I believe right now the PS5 and the PS5 Pro is still rocking 16 gigs of RAM. And so 24 gigs is definitely a good bump up, if that is to be believed. I did hear before that it's supposed to be running at, I believe, 32 gigs or something like that, 32 gigs of RAM. But we'll see. I mean, we're still ways off from the PlayStation 6, but hey, I digress. Also, on top of that, too, we're going to talk about Death Stranding 2, man. Holy freaking cow. As someone that has played the game originally on the PlayStation 4 and clocked in a lot of hours into this game from start to finish, and then also played the director's cut. I didn't get to finish the director's cut, but I played the crap out of it on when it launched on the PS4 back in 2019. And I was one of the first people to be like, yo, listen, like, get on this joint. Like, this joint is freaking fire. Game looks amazing. And a lot of people are like, oh, walking simulator. Oh, it's trash. Oh, this. But now I felt like with the approach with the previews, 30-hour previews and stuff like that, that a lot of influencers and journalists had, they had a chance to kind of, feel out the game for 30 hours. And apparently that's just 40% of the game. Playing for 30 hours is literally 40% of the game. So it's like, wow, this game is going to be a long game. You know what I mean? You're talking about almost 80 hours, right? Depending on your play style, it might even take you longer than that. And so I feel like Kojima went all out with Death Stranding 2, and it really shows in the gameplay and things of that nature. Plus, the game already went gold, so everything is good to go there. And this is the level of polish because the game is taking place in Mexico and Australia. And especially at the very beginning of the game where Sam is walking along that rigid area on that mountain or hill, whatever the case may be. And it looks absolutely amazing considering that it's captured on the base PS5. So lots of stuff there to really unpack. And, I love Kojima. I've been loving Kojima for years. Legendary developer for sure. And it really kind of shows. I like when developers push themselves and try to crank out the most that they can possibly get, especially with these consoles, because I feel like PS5, even the games that we're seeing right now, being developed and everything like that, there's still a lot in the oven for the PlayStation 5. I mean, look at GTA 6, which we're going to talk about that situation soon here. But yeah, man, it's just a lot of stuff to kind of think about in regards to that one. On top of that, whoa, should come as no surprise to a lot of you guys. Forza Horizon 5 is dominating on the PlayStation 5. Oh my God, are you surprised? Yeah, one of the best-selling ports for Microsoft right now is Forza Horizon. And I'm not surprised, man. This is why Microsoft will continue to execute that plan of having their games continuing to go to PlayStation 5. Hence why you see Gears of War, being Remastered, aka Gears Reloaded, is coming to the PlayStation 5. Halo is going to be next. I know the fanboys are trying to hold it close to the chest in terms of Halo, but Halo is man, when Halo comes over to PlayStation, I think that's when the internet is gonna break. Like, the internet is just gonna collapse in terms of like shock. You know what I mean? But it's not a shock to me anymore now. If Gears is on PlayStation now, then everything is going to be coming over the PlayStation. Remember, no red line, none of that stuff. But hey, I digress on that as well. All right. Also, on top of that, Mafia, the old country. Thank you guys so much for y'all support. Yesterday, we did cover Mafia, the old country yesterday, and it is confirmed. Shouts to my man Cheeto. It is confirmed that it's going to be $50, which we have already confirmed that yesterday, and it's going to be a linear experience. It's not going to be open world. I don't care for open world on every single thing. Some games need to be open. Some games need to be semi-linear. You know what I mean? And that's completely fine. A lot of people are saying that they're okay with this game being linear, more of a linear experience. And now on top of that, it's physical and it's going to be $50. My goodness, a lot of people are so happy at the fact that Mafia, the old country, is 50 freaking bucks. I'm not kidding. 50 freaking dollars. And it's going to have a physical copy. I'm going to raise my right hand, even if I get a review copy of this freaking game, because I know some people that works at Hangar 13, 2K. What's up? Yeah, I'm going to be on it. I'm getting me a physical copy. 50 freaking dollars. I mean, the game looks absolutely amazing. Okay. And been a fan of Mafia since the very beginning and everything like that. So I think that, hey, why not? Right? Why not? Right? But yeah, Mafia, the old country, definitely looks really, really good. And for some people, they're already saying contender for game of the year just by what they have, the sheer amount of stuff that they have seen already. But yeah, man, I think honestly, with GTA 6 being delayed and things of that nature, it's a blessing that GTA 6 has gotten a delay. You know why? Because a lot of these games can get to stand on their own 2 feet. A lot of these developers can continue breathing correctly and not out of breath at the fact that they don't have any pressure on them to release these games and such, right? And so I think that's one of the biggest things that we have to look at here is that now these developers that are scheduled to release their games this year, and even games that we don't even remember. Phil Spencer have already told us that there's some unannounced games that we don't even know about yet. And one of them was Gears of War Reloaded. Stay tuned, because I'm telling you right now that Xbox Showcase is going to be jam-packed with a lot of goodies. And it's kind of a little scary right now for Sony, because we have not seen or heard a pin drop from Jeff Grubb, Tom Henderson, and the likes in regards to a showcase. So a lot of people have it to say that we might go through the entire 2025 and no showcases and nothing but state of plays. And you know what? At this doggone point, man, that is unacceptable from Sony's part. But if all we get is just freaking state of plays for these games, as long as I get to see Ghost of Yote gameplay before it comes out, as long as I get to see, I don't think we're going to see Wolverine at this point. Now that they switched directors, blah, 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 this and that, yada, yada, yada. Oh, we're still working on it. Oh, it's been 4 years, 5 years, whatever, right? Like, people want to see gameplay. And this is why I try to tell you guys, people were sitting here bashing Rockstar. Rockstar, you this. Rockstar, you that. Show us gameplay. But you have other publishers out here ain't showing you a doggone thing. So don't sit there and try to be, two-faced and pointing fingers at Rockstar. Oh, well, Rockstar had the game in development longer. Yes, but you have to understand how Rockstar operates, bro. Rockstar operates trailer 1, trailer 2, and then you get the gameplay. And believe me, when you see the gameplay, you're going to be absolutely blown away. You're going to be really amazed by what you're going to see. And it's going to be next level. It's going to be worth it. And it's similar to the situation that's going on with Sony, right? Like, people know that a lot of Sony first-party games are worth the wait, right? Because people are like, oh, no, let Sony cook this and that. Well, let Rockstar cook. You can let Nintendo cook. You can let Sony cook. You can let Xbox cook. You can let EA cook. You can let Ubisoft cook. Why can't you let Rockstar cook? I don't understand the hypocrisy in gaming, bro. It's so annoying, you know, and I just shake my head sometimes. Like, you let everybody else cook, but we know Rockstar has never let us down, bro. They have never let us down. Every single game is somehow pushing our industry in a whole new freaking direction. And that's what we want as gamers. We want games that are not only reinventing the wheel. And I do believe GTA 6, once it comes out, is definitely going to reinvent the wheel on how we play open world sandbox games. Believe me, I'm telling you. So with the games that we're going to be playing this year, we're spoiled as gamers, by the way. We have Mind's Eye. That looks absolutely freaking amazing. Okay. Definitely some DNA for GTA right there. Looks really good. Okay. You have Doom the Dark Ages, which is next week. I mean, there's so many freaking games, y'all. Gears Reloaded in August. You got Death Stranding 2, end of June. I mean, there's so many freaking games, bro. So many. You know, you're going to have a whole new Call of Duty again this year. Like, so many freaking games. So, you know, take all the time that you actually do need and iron out the kinks. Make sure everything is polished, because I'm telling you, you rush and put out rubbish, people will never forgive you. All right. So that's it. Just wanted to give you guys a quick overview of the topics that we're going to be going over and discussing today. I know it's a whole lot, so we're going to try to go ahead and get the ball rolling. Please, at any moment during the show, if you do like what you see here, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Appreciate y'all boys for being here, for rocking with us and things of that nature. If you do feel led, everything is optional, but if you do feel led to super chat while we're doing in the middle of the show, feel free to do that as well. God bless you, as well as considering giving some gifted subs. All right. So appreciate y'all on that one. Let's get right into it, man. So let's talk about GTA 6, because, man, I'm still on swerve after seeing that freaking trailer, after seeing 70 plus screenshots of this game. And there's things that are in those screenshots that I'm just like, whoa, wait a minute, hold the freak up. Wait, I didn't remember seeing this. Or even going back and watching the trailer and zooming in on things, and I'm like, oh my God, look at the ray tracing on this. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see that. Wait, what is that? What is that? A tiger over there? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like Rockstar has packed in so much stuff into this actual game. Like, it's unbelievable. You know what I mean? Especially into the actual trailer. Like, there's so much. Oh, here is 100 things that you missed out on. Here is 25 things that you missed out on. It's like, wait, what? Did I really miss out on 25? Did I really miss out on 89 stuff or 50 different things? And it's like, yeah, bro, you didn't see this right here in the trailer. You were so busy losing your freaking mind, you're not even paying attention. But that's Rockstar. That's why I said Rockstar is one of the GOATs. You know what I mean? In the entire, matter of fact, I would say they are the GOATs. Forget everybody else. They are the freaking GOAT, because which other set of developers, which other studio do you know can drop a game, can drop a trailer, and it breaks the freaking internet? And I mean, the news talking about it. I mean, you're talking about over what they said, 500 million views. Already 500 million views on social media combined. 500 million views, probably way more than that now. And on their YouTube channel, the last time I checked, it was at 75 million. It's probably well over 100 million now. How many other developers and publishers you know can drop a game and pull those kind of numbers? Nobody else. Nobody can touch GTA. And it's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? And out of all of Rockstar games that they have put out, GTA is the biggest and the baddest and the best. Period. I ain't even got to tell you the rest. You know what it is, man. You know what it was, and you know what it's going to be. Hey, let's go. Let's go, baby. We out here. We outside, baby. Let's go. Firewalk. Okay, we got jokes today. We got freaking jokes today. If I think that Doom is a masterpiece, I don't know yet, man. I haven't played it. Got to play it first, man, before we put on that price tag on it saying, oh, it's a masterpiece. Nah, you can't use that word masterpiece just willy-nilly like that. Like you can't do that. You feel me? Like you can't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. So diving into our next story here, let's talk about the situation that's going on with GTA 6, because a lot of people are just thinking that Rockstar is lying right now. They just think, you know what, Rockstar, you lying, bruh. You lying. There's no way. You know, so we do have an article here up on pushsquare.com that there's a lot of skeptics out there. You know what I mean? The skepticism is at an all-time high right now. A lot of people are just kind of skeptical about, nah, bro, there's no way this is running on a base. And it's amazing. It blows my mind that we have gotten a mixture of cutscenes and gameplay equally. And I understand why a lot of people are skeptical about the whole situation, but the fact that Rockstar was able to pull this off, and believe me, everything that we saw in the trailer, the game is going to look so much better. So much better than that. That's probably an old version of the game, an old build version of the game. You see what I'm saying? And that looks absolutely insane. And to think that this game is about a whole year from release. Think about that. The amount of tweaking and polishing and adding and removing that they're going to do. It's just, I don't even know if masterpiece is going to be the word to use for GTA 6 when we see it and play it. Like, it's going to blow our minds, bro. And the rumors have started swirling out of control again, like a helicopter just swirling out of control here. Like, whoa, let's get control of this situation here. And so with that being said, let's get into this heat, man, and see what the heck is going on in the kitchen right now, because it's flaming real hot right now. And the old saying always goes, you can't take the heat. Well, stay your box side out the kitchen. You heard me? All right, so here we go. Let me fix my camera. My camera. It don't even matter about my camera, right? But y'all be like, Marlon, we can't see you, man. We can't see you, Marlon. Nah, you see me right here. I'm right here, baby. All right, so check this out. This is coming from pushsquare.com. Says right here that Rockstar silences the skeptics, confirms GTA 6 trailer was a mix of gameplay and cutscenes on base PS5. See it in writing, because a lot of people think, oh no, that's PC, dog. That's PC, bro. PC ain't gonna be for a whole nother 2 years. Okay, so they're not gonna show you stuff running on, say, oh, this was captured on PC. That's not what you're gonna be playing on May 26th. The fact that they're saying, hey, base PS5, okay, and not PS5 Pro, that is absolutely freaking insane. Base, all of this goodness. Take a look at my man Jason in all his glory right now. Absolutely freaking insane at the fact that this thing was captured and running on a base PS5. It blows my mind, and it's going to look better and play better as time progresses. And it says right here, there's a sentiment among some fans that GTA 6 recent trailer may simply be too good to be true. Says that we have played some amazing looking software on the PS5 this generation, but Rockstar's latest looks light years beyond practically everything else out there. So in other words, GTA 6 smokes every single game that is currently out there right now. And reasonable, you're right. You doggone freaking right. So it seems the legendary developer has heard your skepticism, and it's moved to assuage any doubt. This is the real deal. You hear what I'm saying? This is the real deal. Running on a standard PlayStation 5. Not the more powerful PS5 Pro. Furthermore, writing on X or Twitter, it's added that the trailer comprises a mixture of cutscenes and gameplay. So again, I remember when they put out this tweet, but at the same time, there is a lot of people, right? There's a lot of people that are sitting there saying there's absolutely no way this is running on base PS5. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. And so let's even take a look. It says we're obviously not doubting Rockstar's comments here, but we think the gameplay aspects are probably quite light, like perhaps at the start of the trailer when Jason enters his beach house. That's probably showing a transition from cutscene to gameplay. It's still impressive stuff, of course. Bro, how many games do you know? Hold on, pause. We got to talk.
I'm kinda skeptical about Rockstar because you know what Strauss Zelnick said about GTA 6 not getting delayed, and we all know how.
Nah, bro, that's Struss. That's Mr. Struss Zelnick. That's him. That's Mr. Zelnick, bro. That has nothing to do with Rockstar Games. That's Big Boss saying what he's saying. I trust the development of Rockstar. You see what I'm saying? That's a trust that I've built with Rockstar Games over the freaking years. Man, forget about what Mr. Zelnick is saying. We're talking about Rockstar, man. Has Rockstar ever failed us, bro? In terms of how the games really look when they first show them off? They look even better when they come out. I guess people don't remember Red Dead Redemption 2. Are you people kidding me right now? When they show all them trailers before Red Dead 2 came out, and it literally blow our freaking minds. Went on ahead and sold over 70 million copies and one of the greatest looking games of all time, hands down. So no, I'm not skeptical or thinking Rockstar is lying. They have not given me a reason to believe that they're liars. The fact that they're saying, man, that is really impressive. And just like Push Square, just like the article is saying here, thank you so much for that $5. Let me heart. I like to heart. Javi, appreciate you. I like to heart every super chat that comes in. Thank you so much. God bless you. But hear me. Guys, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive, right? Like, this is on a base PS5. A base PS5. The PS5 Pro is more powerful than the base. And the fact that the game looks like that. Now, Push Square said that when Jason is working on top of the beach house, and when he was, I don't know if you guys noticed when he was on top of the roof, working on the roof, and then he was coming down the ladder, you could see the ladder wobbling and stuff.
Thanks for the dono.
Oh my God, bro. Listen,
maybe it was mostly CGI and little gameplay, bro.
Oh, but they've already said that. They've already said that it was half cutscenes and then the rest was gameplay mixed in there, right? But you have to have the eye to see the transitions. Like Push Square, thank you, Javi. Let me heart that as well. Like I was saying before, look at when Jason was coming off the roof, right? And he was coming down. And you could see the weight hit the ladder and the ladder was just wobbling like, what? Those level of animations and realism and polish is insane.
GTA 6 was delayed because of the PS5 update in 2026.
Nah, that's conspiracy theories, bruh. That's conspiracy theories. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. That's nonsense conspiracy theories. Nah, bro, no. I believe Rockstar when they said that they need more time. I know it's been over 10 years, whatever the case may be, long over 10 years. I get it. But a game that is ambitious like GTA 6, you need look at the animation. Look at, I don't even know if do y'all even pay attention? Look at trailer 1 and look at trailer 2. Night and day difference. Are you kidding me? The character models has improved since a whole year. Come on. People are skeptic? Really? You need to be skeptical of all these other developers and publishers and not Rockstar. Pay attention to, you guys know I'm the truth. I bring you the truth. Pay attention to trailer 1 and trailer 2. Huge difference in terms of the lighting, the character models.
If the game is 30 FPS, I will skip it and wait for PS6 version.
Gonna be waiting a while. Chances are it could very well be 30 FPS. But I have a strong feeling that the game is going to be higher than 30 FPS on PS5 Pro. Now, that could mean 40. It could mean 50, right? We've seen games nowadays, very demanding games on Pro, like Dragon's Dogma 2, go as high as 50, 55. Sometimes it goes, I think GTA 6 is going to fluctuate. If it is 60, it's not going to be a lock 60. I'm just going to keep it a buck. And this is where VRR and auto low latency mode is going to come into play. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't think it's going to be a lock 60. I think it's going to get up to that 60 and comes back down to like the 40s, 30s, mid high 30s, and then go back up. I think it's going to be a fluctuation situation. I don't think it's going to be a lock 60 because that game, from what we have seen right now, with all the ray tracing, the top tier animations, it's so much how realistic the characters look, how they move. I mean, just the little attention to the lighting has improved. Man, they have some wizards over there at Rockstar. The lighting has improved significantly.
Thanks for the dono.
Significantly.
But why do Lucia and Jason look fat in trailer 2? Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Well, that was my theory too, Javi. Let me heart that super chat. Every super chat gets a heart. Let me say, okay. That lets me know that some of the DNA from San Andreas is being carried over. There's a lot of reference. I don't even know if you guys even realize, but there was a lot of reference to Vice City. Obviously, the game is in Vice City, Miami, all this stuff, right? But there's a lot of reference to the Vice City game, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. There was a lot of reference to San Andreas. Like, if you look, bro, like all the stuff that we're able to do in San Andreas, like I would like to see incorporate, but even to the 10th power. Like, I want to be able to go into every single building. We should be at the point now with open world sandbox games like Grand Theft Auto, like San Andreas kind of spoiled us, going in a bunch of buildings, working out and stuff like that. You saw Jason on the beach pumping that iron, bro. He was pumping that iron, and two chicks was right there walking. You can see the sand kicking up as soon as they walk. You can see the muscle deformation as he was pumping that iron and stuff like that. So yeah, you're probably gonna gain weight and lose weight and all that. You're gonna be fat and skinny and whatever else, and buff and ripped and whatever you want to say. But I think that's gonna add a whole level of realism to the actual game that was not possible back in 2004. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't possible with San Andreas. San Andreas was ahead of its time, but I felt like the limitations of the hardware back then and where Rockstar was with the Rage engine was not as advanced as it is now. Pay attention to the times. If you compare San Andreas to GTA, it's like it's not even night and day. It's like a whole universe difference. It's like we're living on a whole different planet difference. It's like, what? You know what I mean? And when Jason was coming off the ladder and stuff like that, and he was talking to, I forgot his name right now. He was talking to the older guy, and then how it just transitioned. It almost seemed like it was gameplay from the cutscene of old boy pulling up in the driveway, talking to him. That's all cutscene right there. And then it seemed like when Jason pushed the door and went inside, it seemed like that was kind of like gameplay. Like, I mean, it looked absolutely freaking insane. And dude was ripped. I mean, he was freaking ripped. And you could see the ray tracing, the sweat. I mean, it looks absolutely freaking amazing. And I think right now, in the past, the lines were blurred when it comes to gameplay and cutscenes. Most of these games nowadays, like cutscene is matching gameplay.
Thanks for the dono.
I think GTA 6 is
Not
right
if
there.
we can go into every building. That download will be over 9,000 GB.
Hey man, hey, I'm just saying though, as much as we
Thanks
possibly
for the
can.
dono.
Who care about this little game foolishness? What is First Lassie getting for Mother's Day?
Yo!
I want spa day. I want diamonds, flowers, rubies, gold.
Oh, shoot, Gaskin, you funny. Gaskin with a 100. Love you, Gaskin, with a 100. $100 donation. Gaskin has ignited the train right now. She has ignited the train. Shout out to Gaskin with the 100. Yes, 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 yes. Mother's Day is coming up in a couple days. Yeah, shower your wives and your moms with flowers and blessing, taking them out to eat and make them feel special, man. Every mother deserves that. You know what I mean? So 100%. Thank you so much, Gaskin, for that $100, man. Gaskin is a real one. Appreciate you, Gaskin, for supporting the show. I got a heart, all of that. Shout out to Gaskin. Yo, Javi is funny, man. But Ninja, shout out to Ninja as well for the $5. But thank you so much, Gaskin. Love you. Yeah, she's gonna be treated. Definitely gonna treat her to something really nice on Mother's Day. So I appreciate you, Gaskin. I really do. So think about what I'm saying though. I think people are gonna be disappointed that they've waited all over 10 plus years at this point, and you can't go into buildings. You can't. I'm not saying you're gonna be able to go into buildings, but at least more than the norm. You see what I'm saying? Because I feel like, man, this game is going to do things that no other open world game is going to do. So why the heck not? And with technology the way it is right now, why the heck not? How we can, compress files and things of that nature, and how we can design and make our games look so freaking real. It's unbelievable, right? And so, yeah, I think it's a huge possibility, but look at the different cuts that Rockstar has shown us, the different transition. That's the better word to use, the different transitions between cutscene and actual gameplay. You could tell the stuff like with Lucia. I think Jason was driving fast and Lucia had that. I think she had a rocket launcher or something like that, blew up that car. That right there was gameplay. Like you could just kind of tell that quick. You gotta kind of know like right away. Like it's so fast because it's a trailer and it's just going so fast. But you can kind of tell the instance of gameplay versus cutscenes. But yeah, that part right there where the car was just blowing up, it looks absolutely freaking insane. And it's just like, wow, you can make explosions look like that. You can, and one of the biggest things that I would say for me, for GTA, would be like the side missions. You know what I mean? Like how creative are they going to get with the side missions? Because I just feel like a lot of people would talk about GTA 5 and say like, oh man, the side missions is the same stuff over and over again that you be doing. Like, kind of reinvent. And like Mr. Zelnick said, like reinventing the wheel. I really hope that he was not lying about that. But I feel like if people waited all this time and then GTA 6 is similar to GTA 5 in terms of the mission and how they structure everything. Like, obviously, I think the story between, Jason and Lucia, that Bonnie and Clyde relationship, I think that's going to be fire, right? From start to finish. I think that's going to be one of the best story that was ever told in a open world sandbox game, especially like Grand Theft Auto. It's going to put all the other Grand Theft Autos to shame. I think that's how that story is going to be so good, so flushed out, and it's just going to be a whole better experience and everything. But ultimately, what about the missions? What about the cops? What about the cop system? Like, because 6 stars and it's like, hey, we laying out the trap in the road. We got helicopters. We got Humvees. We coming for you, right? But I'm wondering, like, how much more realistic it's going to get. That my mind wonders and think about things like that with technology the way it is right now. And from the trailer, when we were seeing the trailer, like they had a drug bust happening when Jason was driving past, and they had all them dudes, pulled over. Some of the dudes were like standing against the wall and everything like that. I mean, it looks like they have improved in terms of the cop system and how realistic the cops are and stuff. Like if you speeding, well, hey, obviously you already know like all the other Grand Theft Auto games and stuff, how it's been before, but hey, you get a speeding ticket. Hey, you go to jail. Hey, you got to do jury duty, community service, whatever the case may be. Like up the ante on it, right? And so I'm thinking about all these creative ideas for GTA 6, and not only that too, but like the nightclubs, the strip clubs, and how much different that's going to be pertaining to how it was with San Andreas and Vice City. How much more creative can you get with a strip club? How much more creative can you get speeding or hitting the car, or hitting someone, whatever the case may be in the game, and the level of realism to it, right? Hey, you know, you driving down the street and the wind is so freaking heavy, it just takes the freaking car. Or the wind is so heavy and the car is just like rocking side by side. And we already know one of the goated controllers of the game right now is the freaking DualSense. And you know, you feel every single thing inside of the DualSense. So the haptics, the adaptive triggers, and you know, the wind just taking the car. And, you know, the car is just swerving like this and you feel it side to side in the actual DualSense. That is fire. That's the kind of level of realism that I want. And if it gets to the point where there's a storm coming, you got roadblocks, you got all kind of stuff, you know, warnings and stuff like that. Your Amber Alert coming on your phone. Hey, stay home off the streets, blah, blah, blah. I want to be able to see the kind of weather effects that we have seen in other games like Death Stranding or Death Stranding 2. That kind of level of weather effects, wind so freaking strong, it's blowing you. You know what I'm saying? Your clothes just flapping. You know what I'm saying? When your clothes is wet, you can see, just like how Red Dead is, the level of, you know, like realism and everything. Like they gotta go all out with that, right? They gotta go all out with that. So yeah, man, the heist missions and stuff like that, get more creative with the online aspect of things like that. Man, there's so much stuff I can sit here and talk about. But ultimately, bro, there's a lot of work to be done. I'm sitting here talking about it, and it's taking me so long to talk about it because in my head, like, I have that creative mindset like, oh, shoot, like, man, like, I need to, like, basically... let me try this, or let me try that. Let me take this out. Let me add this. So you got to think about those things, guys. Things like that takes years to perfect. Look at the animation. Look at the character models from trailer 1 to trailer 2. And please tell me that you don't see a huge jump in lighting, reflections, character models, the way how the environment looks, animations. Like, look at the freaking, what's her name? Roxy. From the freaking screenshots in this one of them sub characters in the game seem like she's gonna be like she's gonna be doing music and also in the strip clubs and stuff like that. But either way, right? Look at that part right there where she's moving her head, like just moving her head, and it looks so freaking real. You know how hard it is to render hair in general. Like, I've seen a lot of games that render hair and it's like clipping in their bodies and stuff like that, clipping, and it looks like a crushed up mashed potato. Like, it's not even real freaking hair. Like, it's hard to render hair in games. Like, I did the basics for game development, so I understand a little bit of basic. It's not easy to render hair, bro. It's a lot of freaking work. And the fact that looks, that's probably the best that I've ever seen hair being rendered in a freaking video game. So give them their freaking flowers and chill out, bro.
Thanks.
Give them their flowers.
Imagine real-in-time tornadoes in GTA 6.
Oh my God. Yes, bro. Yes. Thank you so much, Javi. Let me go ahead and heart that. I love GTA, bro. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I know y'all probably like, man, he's talking about GTA. You got to understand. I've been playing it since I was a kid. So yeah, you like you said, Javi, like the tornadoes and stuff. I heard this was like a couple years ago, probably like 3 years ago. We heard about, because they all have separate teams working on certain aspects of the game. But I remember seeing a rumor on X that was saying that they have a separate team working on the tornadoes in the game, right? The water, the tornado, the weather effects, all that stuff. And oh my God, can you imagine in real time? I'm talking about in real time. You're just driving, you know what I mean? All of a sudden it gets really dark. It starts raining. You know what I mean? Then you hear over the radio, hey, storm coming, blah, 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 blah. And then next thing you know, a tornado, we're on the tornado watch. And like I said, roadblocks, cops stopping you, telling you to stop. Hey, stop. You know what I mean? Pull over. Hey, wind your window down. Like, I'm just thinking, guys. I'm thinking. That's how my mind works. Wind your window down, bro. What you doing out here, man? Hey, curfew time, boy. Go home. Go home. You know, stuff like that, bro.
Is there a real storyline for GTA, or is it about fake strip club?
love my wife, man. My wife said, is there a real story behind GTA, or is it about strip club? No, baby, it's not about strip club. It's Bonnie and Clyde, like Bonnie and Clyde in real life and stuff like that. Robbing banks, doing whatever, their shenanigans. Similar to that with GTA. You have Jason and you have Lucia. All right. So it's a Bonnie and Clyde love story together. You know, Lucia was in prison. Jason go out there to go bail her out. That's his boo thing. She got an ankle monitor on her ankle. You know what I'm saying? He go out there, bail her out, and they became that power couple. And you know, hey, they're doing all kind of crazy stuff together. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about to see. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of revenge. It's going to be a lot of backstabbing going on. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of emotions going on, a lot of romance going on. Like, it's going to be a crazy ride. You know what I'm saying? So buckle up. But like, shouts to the wife. But like I said, right? Back to what I was saying. Cop pull you over. You know what I'm saying? My wife knows what I'm talking about. You know, she's part of it. So, hey, pull you over. Hey, listen, you need to be home, bro. Judge Judy time. What you doing out here? You know what I'm saying? Turn around, go right. You know, like, I want to see that level of realism. Like, go home, curfew. We catch you out on the road, you going to get a ticket, or we going to lock you up. Whatever the case may be. I want to see that level of realism, but we will see, man. And if you say, for instance, if you do get away and stuff, obviously you're gonna start the warning. The stars are gonna start, you know, ranking up and everything. And then let's say you get in a situation where you break free from the barrier, break free from the cops, and then tornado comes through, right? You over there driving and you see houses just rooted up out of the ground.
Thanks for the dono.
Oh my God.
Lucia is so fine, bro. Heart with arrow emoji.
Here you go. Lucia is fine. I knew you was going to come with that. Now, yeah. Just like y'all was saying about Eve, right? About Eve. Yeah. Here you go. I knew y'all boys. I knew y'all boys were really, really thirsty when you saw Lucia, huh? Anyways, thank you so much for that one, Javi. I appreciate you, fam. But think about how crazy it is. You driving, you got away and everything, right? And boom, you see a tornado coming, ripping up every single thing. The road split in half, cars, alarms going off, cars getting in the tornado and everything. Buildings are just like shattering and breaking up into bits and pieces. What? Oh my goodness, bro. That would be absolutely freaking insane. I know I'm probably going so far off the realism here, but hey, man, I feel like in this day and age, man, anything is possible. Why not? That level of realism, that level of weather effects will be absolutely freaking insane. And I know Rockstar is capable of doing that. We're at that mark now, man, where if Rockstar can do something like that, bro, that will absolutely blow everybody away. Now, everybody got to step up their game when it comes to their weather, the weather effects in their games, the weather mechanics, and how realistic it is, and just, man, I just want to see a level of realism that I've never seen before. I want to see gameplay mechanics being added that was never there before, but are implemented in a new way. I mean, so much to talk about. See how long I'm talking about this? And you can only imagine the ideas that Rockstar got in their heads and the controls. I know that, and that's a whole nother conversation for another time. A lot of people have always said that Rockstar is known for having clunky controls. Like the games just kind of feel a little clunky, like Red Dead 2, and not as responsive sometimes, and whatever. They don't like how the controls feel and stuff like that with their games. But man, I don't know, man. I'm just thinking all different kind of stuff right now with GTA 6 and how much they can add a whole level of realism to the PlayStation 5 version of the game. And what do I mean by that is the Tempest audio, the 3D audio aspect of the PS5 and the PS5 Pro, taking advantage of the DualSense and the DualSense Edge and how those controllers kind of reacts to the world. Oh my God, let me stop talking, bro. Sorry. All I can say is this. We're in for a ride. We are in for a ride. And if I'm going to say this right now. Like I said, I'm being realistic. Okay? I'm being realistic here. I know what I said was a mouthful, but if GTA 6 can run at 40 FPS on Pro, locked 40 FPS, I'm happy. I'm happy. With the way how it looked, and there could very well be a mode where it's a lock 40. You see what I'm saying? And I'll be happy with that. And maybe you might have another performance mode where, you know, it gets close. It's rendered at a lower resolution, but it gets up to 60, but it's not a lock 60. You know what I'm saying? I'll be okay with that too. I'll be okay. But just to get the best resolution, the best visuals, I'll play it at 40. 40 is better than 30. 10 frames do make a difference. But I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and tell you, oh, hope for 60 FPS on every single thing. Who knows? Maybe they might just have one mode, which is going to just be PS5 Pro, you know, with PSSR enhanced mode, 40 FPS. And that's fine. Being able to play GTA 6 with the way how it looks at 40 frames, I'm cool with it, homie. Better than 30 frames. That extra 10 frames, you can see it. We ain't talking about 5. We're talking about 10. You know, even 50, I'll be happy. I'm going out on a limb saying 50. That's a bit too much mustard on the hot dog. 50 is way too much. I'm going as far as to say 40. Because even with some more demanding games like Alan Wake, and there's a host of other games, you know, with that 40 FPS mode, hey, man, the game is so freaking demanding, and you know we're already limited by the CPU. 40 FPS is good. But we got to wait. We got to wait and see, guys.
But will you buy GTA 6 if it's 30?
Not passing up on it. I'm gonna break. That's the one exception to the rule for me. Breaking my own rules. I gotta play it. So yeah, I gotta play it. But y'all laughing at me. I'm gonna have to break my own rules. I know, Marlon. But what about standing on your word? I know, bro. But this GTA, baby. Every other game, heck no. Heck freaking no. Man, you must be out of your rabbit mind. Not gonna happen. But it's GTA, baby. It's GTA. So we gotta come to some sort of agreement here, baby. We gotta compromise, baby. You know what I'm saying? So 30 FPS, while that sucks, but if that's all we got, then that's all we got. But I don't feel like that's all we got. I feel like we're gonna get, who knows? We're gonna get a 30 FPS mode, we're gonna get a 40, and then we're probably gonna get a variable 60 mode.
Nah, you can't pick and choose. They'll have same energy.
Nah, GTA 6, nah, man, nah, bro. I feel what you're saying, big dog, Cheeto. I feel what you're saying, baby, but GTA 6, nah, I can't do it, man. I'm gonna have to bend the knee on that one, man. You think I'm gonna miss out for 2 years not playing GTA 6? Nah, baby, I can't do that. I've been waiting all this time, baby. I can't do that. I gotta get on it, man. You know what I'm saying? So 30, hey, it sucks, but I still gotta play it. And likewise, a lot of other people who are saying, hey, 60 or nothing, they're gonna bend the knee too and be like, hey, you know what? Let's get on it, baby. You know what I mean? Let's go. GTA, baby, let's go.
Thanks for the dono.
You always say you stand by your word.
Oh, shoot. Here we go. Coming out with the pitchforks and the shovels now. Here. Well, Marlon, you said some Resident Evil Village type stuff.
My boy have FOMO lol.
For real. 100%. Fear of missing out. For real, homie. For real. What? Man, listen, I'm just saying, man, we heart these super chats. I appreciate y'all, boy. He said, nah, bro, don't be backtracking, bro. GTA 6 30 FPS. No, bro. Hey, man. You know, I'm going to tell y'all this, man. I'm going to tell y'all.
Bend the knees and swallow that 30 FPS.
Oh,
smiley
pause,
face emoji.
pause,
smiley
bro.
Face emoji.
Nah. Pause, man. Pause, Johnny. Pause. Nah. Listen. Nah, man. Like for real though. Like I can't, bro. Like I'm gonna sit here and wait that freaking long. I can't do that, baby.
Marlon, I have been GTA 5 PS5 version on the Pro and the weather effects are insane. So yeah, GTA 6 is going to look insane. Can't wait.
Yeah, 100%, Francisco. I'm telling you. If GTA 5 Enhanced looks amazing on base PS5 and Pro, we talking about GTA 5. We talking about 2013 GTA 5. Enhanced, old crusty GTA 5. Enhanced for Pro and for PS5 and look as good as it is, you know what I mean? Like, bro, that's freaking nuts. You know what I mean? So imagine how GTA 6 is gonna look.
If it's 30, you can't talk down on 30 no more.
It's not gonna be. It's gonna be 30, but it's gonna be higher than 30. You're gonna get a 30 FPS mode to play at, probably with ray tracing and all that stuff. You know, like, hey, you're gonna have a ray tracing, you know, mode where it's 30, and then you're gonna have a 40, and then you might have a 50. You know what I mean? Or maybe even 60, but it's not locked. It's variable. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying. And the reason why I'm saying, like, I'm willing to settle if it's just 30 FPS. The only reason why I was saying that if it was just 30 FPS and nothing else, but nah, it's gonna be higher than 30 on Pro. At least, like I said, I'm okay with 40. I'm okay with 40. You know what I mean? I'll be extremely happy with 40. So, yeah, man. That's
Thanks for the dono.
I will still play it even it's 20 FPS.
See? Hey, there you go. Don't listen to the rest of these people, man. Don't listen to the rest of these people over here talking about oh yeah, dog, yeah. You know, I'm not gonna play it. Yeah, you gonna wait all this time? You gonna wait all this time and not freaking play it? You gonna wait all this time and not play it? I don't believe that. As good as the trailer looked, as good as the screenshots look, come on, dog. Like, come on. We both know. A lot of you guys are gonna go back on your word. You gonna be like, oh, my word is bond. Nah, it ain't gonna be bond for GTA 6.
Thanks for the dono.
Hey, I'm not the one with a dirty mind, lol.
Come on, Javi. Come on, man. You know the vibes, man. Skills, appreciate you, man. Skills says, I can't say any names, but I have insider news from Sony and AMD. GTA 6 will run 60 FPS with new update that's coming to PS5 Pro only with PSSR 2. Okay, Skills. Hey, okay. All right, man. I hear you, brother. I hope that's true. Because let's just say this. Let's just say with PSSR 2 and with the co-engineering of FSR 4, all this stuff being implemented, making PSSR even stronger, and it is 60 FPS. Woof. I'm not saying locked all the time at 60 because it's not going to be. Because it's going to drop, especially when explosions happen and there's a lot of NPCs and a lot of stuff going on. I feel like it's going to drop. But hey, let's just say if it's advertised 60 FPS with PSSR, with PSSR 2.0, oh my God. Do you understand how many PS5 Pros will be sold? PS5 Pro will be sold out instantly. People right now are already buying Pros. Think about what I'm saying. Think about it. With the tariffs and all this stuff that's going on, people are already buying Pros. You look on X. You don't believe, Marlon? Look on X right now. You see a lot of these salty people that were sitting here. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, screw the PS5 Pro. Oh, PS5 Pro is a scam. But as soon as Microsoft went up on the series consoles, here they come. Oh, I'm getting the Pro. I'm preparing myself to play GTA 6 all of a sudden with no confirmation. But before the PS5 Pro is a scam. But oh, heaven is going to come down to earth if GTA 6 is confirmed to be 60 FPS on Pro. Doesn't matter what the resolution is, as long as it's higher than 1080p, I'm okay. Even if it's dynamic 4K or something like that, I'll be okay with that. Even if it's even 1440p, I'll still be okay with that. As long as I'm getting 60, that's all that matters. But I do believe that it's going to be a dynamic 4K situation going on. And it's going to render from a lower resolution and then upscale to that 4K image and possibly 60. If it is 60, bro, that's going to be mind-blowing. I mean, everybody is going to be swarming the PS5 Pro because they know that the base PS5 at best is probably going to run it at 40 or even 30. I would say probably 30 on the base PS5, maybe 40, but probably for sure 30. You know, who knows? Maybe we might get shocked and it might be higher than 30, but man, either way, consoles are going to be flying off shelves. And I'm also wondering too, what about the Series X? The Series X is just as capable, right? It's a very powerful console too as well. And so I can easily see that running at 40 on the Series X. And I think that will be dope, right? Obviously, you know, AMD is going to have something better, you know what I mean, implemented by the time GTA 6 comes out for base PS5 and Series X in terms of upscaling, or it's probably going to use a bit of a newer version of Fidelity FX Super Resolution. But yeah, I think Series X could easily run that at maybe 40. You know what I'm saying? Easy. We'll see though. You know, we'll see what happens, or maybe even 50. We'll see. I mean, the Series X is still a really good machine. But I think you go any lower than that.
Remember, we could have had the game this fall. The game is basically done. Hopefully this delay will ensure the game is running at 60 on the Pro.
It's kind of hard to say. Let me heart that. I appreciate you. Andren. It's kind of hard to say done. I mean, it looks close to done to me. I feel like there's still more work that they needed to do, that they felt like, oh shoot, we're gonna need more time. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we have to give Rockstar credit here, guys, because they're trying to avoid crunch. You see what I'm saying? And I respect them for that. Remember with the whole Red Dead 2 situation, I don't know if I think people forget about the situation with Red Dead 2, the mess and disaster of the development and stuff like that for Red Dead 2. And so you don't want another Red Dead 2 situation on your hands with development. So to avoid crunch, to avoid rushing the game out and not fully, you know, maximizing all your creative ideas and polish this game. Remember, people have a high standard for GTA 6 now. People have been waiting all this time. So you can only imagine the amount of pressure that Rockstar is feeling right now. It's a lot of pressure. If I was one of the developers working on GTA 6, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, bro. Like I would. That's a pressure that you don't want to freaking have, because you know the whole world is gonna be playing this game and enjoying this game.
At Marlin Gaming Nation, I tagged you in an article from PlayStation Universe saying Sony is working on PSSR 2 to game on 4K/120 locked.
No way.
Imagine GTA 6.
No way. No way. No way. No way. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. Galaxy. That, bro, listen, bro. Listen, that is, he said Series S 720, 30 FPS. Yo, out of all the consoles, Series S is probably going to have the worst version of it. Out of PS5, I gotta look at that article. We're going to cover it. Appreciate you. Out of all the consoles, right? PS5, PS5 Pro, Series X, S, yeah. Yeah, you better be thankful if you can run GTA 6 at 1080p 60. Thank God. Thank God. Okay? That you can. But I don't know. It's marketed as a 1440p 120. Don't think for the slightest bit that you're going to run. If you're a Series S owner, get 1440p 120 out of your head. It's not going to happen. Okay? It's not. So, yeah. And this is why I try to tell you.
To go even further beyond.
I think people are going to have buy a PS5 because GTA 6 I don't think PS4 could hold that much power even if they released a PS4 edition.
PS4 will blow up. PS4 will have a heart attack. PS4 is too old and crusty. PS4 cannot handle GTA 6, baby. Like, no. GTA 6 is too young and modern and fresh for old crusty PS4. PS4 will be like... Sorry, guys. Not gonna happen. Okay? PS4? Crusty PS4? Nah. At 5 frames, you trying to run with Jason. Jason is like...
Thanks for the dono.
Talking about out Series S, is it still getting Black Myth? They struggling with that. I remember you cover it, lol.
Yeah, man. Still nothing on that, bro. We don't even know. I don't think Game Science is bringing that joint to the light of day. I mean, it's been how long now? I mean, what? We pushing a year? Like almost a year? Like that's not, I don't know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? We almost getting to a year and nothing, you know? So I don't know, man. Yeah, PS4. Yeah, you're right though. Like, nah, man. Series S. I don't know how Series S is going to handle it, but according to Take-Two CEO, trust and believe Series S. I was reading some kind of article talking about like the Series S version. People don't need to worry about the Series S version. I think it's going to run, but it ain't going to be at no resolution that you think it's going to run at, or even 60. There's no way. There is no way, unless it's 720p 60 or something like that. Maybe 720p, but who wants to play GTA at 720p 60? I mean, hey. I'm just saying. And I guess the Series S has always been a casual console. It's for the casual gamer. So, you know, any hardcore gamer, they know they got to step their game up to a Series X or step up to the big boy, the PS5 Pro, or even a base PS5 if they want more frames and higher resolution. So most people know that Series S is just not that console if you want the ray tracings and all the bells and whistles and higher 4K resolution and textures. Like, that's not fixing to happen, baby. Listen, you cannot sit here and want gravy and biscuit and expect that if you ain't got all the money to cover the gravy and biscuit, what you think you're going to get? You're going to get crumbs. You ain't going to get nothing. Boy, if you don't get out of our restaurant, you got to have all the cheddar to pay for your gravy and biscuit, baby, or else you're
Thanks
just
for
gonna
the
get
dono.
gravy, and you better love it.
If Series S can't run Myth, it can't do GTA 6 lol.
Hey man, we don't know, man. We don't know, man. That's the thing. I see. Black Myth is a beast. I feel like Black Myth will be able to run on Series S, but at 30 frames. Look, it was struggling to run on the base PS5. Remember, it was struggling to run on the base PS5. So yeah. I mean, yeah. It would struggle like a big dog, especially with a limited amount of VRAM. See, that's the thing. Just like a lot of these graphics cards, guys, that's the thing that's been holding back a lot of these consoles is the VRAM. You know, not VRAM. I meant to say graphics cards. A lot of these graphics cards are being held back by VRAM, limited amount of VRAM. And now, if you are a Series S owner, you can't help but punch the air because these more demanding games either are going to skip Series S or they're going to release on the Series S and they're just not going to look great and play great. But you should know this already. What do you expect for $300? I mean, that's just what it is, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. Or what do you expect for $350? What do you expect? You get what you get. And so, we will see, man. Hey, all I gotta say is we're gonna be in for a ride because with the prices the way they are right now on the Series X, it's absolutely insane. And with the PS5 Pro still remaining the same price, and I've seen people saying, I got to get a Pro. You better get on it because keep waiting around. You see the tariffs, you see what's going on. Do your thing, homie. But sorry, guys, for the deviation. My man Galaxy said that we have a topic to go over and discuss in regarding, I think it was on PSU. In regarding, he was not lying. Moore's Law is dead, huh? Okay, we got to change the title. We got to change the title now. Shout out. See, that's why I love you guys, man. You guys always looking out for the show. You always looking out. See, now we got to change the title now. All right. So let's get this price hike out of here. We talk about the price hike, but we got to talk about this.
Thanks for the dono.
It doesn't matter the platform, be it a fridge or whatever. If you can use a controller with it, GTA 6 will be on it. Rockstar wants that green and will find a way.
That is true. But yeah, of course they're going to find a way. They're not going to not release it. Of course they're going to find a way. But in what way it's going to be running? Is it going to be acceptable to you? That's the thing. Oh, no, I'm not saying that they're not going to put it on Series S. They will put it on the Series S because they need all that moolah. But what I'm saying is, if you have a high expectation, thank you so much for that, Mark. If you have high expectations, I got to heart that in a second. If you got high expectations as a Series S owner, I'm sorry, man. You're betting on the wrong horse because you're going to lose all your money. You're going to lose all your paper messing around on those Series S. You're going to lose all that bread. You should have bet on the right horse, homie. Nah, PS5 Pro is scam. PS5 Pro is scam. Like all the naysayers, PS5 Pro is scam. PS5 Pro? Oh, yeah, that's a scam, dog. But here they come. Here they come like hungry wolves. Here they come. Here they come. They come and they like, oh, shoot. Oh, wait a minute. Series S? Series S just went up in price over $400. Wait a minute. Hold on just a second here. What? Hold on. Let me wipe out the coal out of my eye. Wait, what? $730 for a 2 terabyte Series X? Oh, boy. Where you going? I'm going to GameStop, baby. What you gonna get? I'm gonna get a Pro, baby. Woo! Yeah, you better go get that Pro. Get on it, baby. Go get that Pro. Don't listen to the rest of these dudes, man. Don't listen to the rest of these dudes, man. See, now they made all this stuff. saying all this shenanigans. And look what happened. Look what happened. They done swallow their pride. The same ad revenue that they were sitting there, oh, PS5 Pro is a scam. Don't buy it. There's no difference. They got to use that same money to go buy the Pro. Who's the joke on now? The joke's on them. Yeah. So let's go ahead and let's move on to the next topic, baby. Let's talk about something else that's like sizzling right now. Come on. When they realize that sweet, beautiful PSSR 2.0 for GTA 6, they're going to be like, oh, I take back everything I said about the PS5 Pro. I take it back. Oh, I was so terrible. What was I even thinking, disrespecting the Pro like that? Now I got to buy it now. Yeah, you better buy it. You don't have a friggin' choice. Because you realize you done messed up now, huh, Calvin? Yeah, all them videos you were making talking all that rah-rah. Yes. Sony like, yes. We'll take the bad publicity and we also take the good publicity as well. Yes, come on. Come get that Pro. You want it, huh? Yes. All right, let's go. Let's move on. Let's talk about that PSSR 2.0, baby. 2.0. Oh, extra crispy like the bacon, baby. You know when you fry bacon too much and you just, you bite off in that mug and you, like your teeth is about to come out. You're like, wait a minute, man. This bacon is too crispy. That's how GTA 6 is going to be looking, baby. Yeah. All right. Let's go, man. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the show. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Let's get it, man. You know, yeah, enjoying yourselves? I know I am. Yeah, PS5 Pro is a scam, huh? Here we go. All right, so boom. Shout out to my man Galaxy for this one. PSU.com is reporting. Wow, my man Moore's Law is dead. You know, we had to talk about it today. It's Friday. It's Hype Fridays. Let's get it popping. So Sony, listen to this. Sony is reportedly working on PSSR 2 to improve 4K 120 FPS locked. What? What? Locked? That is, bro, that's some PlayStation 6 type joint. I told y'all, the PS5 Pro is literally an appetizer. All it is just an appetizer for what's to come. That's all it is, right? Which is AKA PlayStation 6. This is absolutely insane if this is true. And offer support for other resolutions. What? What other resolution other than 4K you talking about? Oh, hold on. We talk anything other than 4K is 8K. Come on, the math is real simple, baby. All right, so YouTuber Moore's Law is dead. Has revealed in a new video that Sony is working on a new iteration of PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution PSSR, dubbing it PSSR 2, with the format looking to make the feature higher quality going forward. Whoa, yo! You should have got a Pro when you had a chance. You should have not listened to the haters. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, it says, while he notes that Sony may not even come out and announce this new iteration of PSSR, Moore's Law is dead notes that the company's goal is to improve 4K resolution at 120 FPS locked.
Just wait for the PS6.
Oh, it's going to blow minds. It's going to blow minds. You already know, Galaxy. Let's get it popping. You already know. As well as eventually offer for other resolutions, including 1440p and 1080p. Wow. Wow. So this is nuts. So you're telling me with this PSSR 2.0, Sony is looking to offer a higher quality and then also to improve 4K resolution at 120 FPS lock. That is absolutely insane. And then on top of that too, as well as eventually offer support for other resolutions, including 1440p and 1080p. Holy freaking smokes. So right here, let's go ahead and let's take a look at this here for you guys today. So it says Sony, long story short, is looking to make it higher quality. And also they want a performance mode for upscaling 4K, 8K, and 1440p and 1080p eventually. So again, every game has a high refresh rate mode. Wow. They are also working on some MFSR option where even if you don't want to upscale to a high frame rates for PSSR, they want to use what they have learned with PSSR to swap in and out base TAA. Oh, shoot. Get rid of that old crusted TAA with Sony's version that uses AI upscaling, even if you don't for a higher, frame rate, so that games on PS5 Pro can just look better by firing to use this instead of the normal TAA. So this is absolutely freaking insane, because a lot of games that I've seen so far obviously been using, like Assassin's Creed Shadows didn't have, what was it again? I think it didn't have DLSS at launch, and then you had to use TAA and stuff like that. And the fact that Sony is trying to implement their own version of TAA or a better version with AI upscaling, that is absolutely insane. So this is groundbreaking, like literally groundbreaking. Oh my God, have mercy. This is absolutely groundbreaking. Wow. So yeah, man. And then we already know that sometime in 2026 for PS5 Pro, they're going to have, FSR 4 as well. You know what I mean? Project Amethyst that they're actually working on. And then they also developed, basically FSR 4. And then they, collabed with AMD and stuff. So lots of stuff there, man. It's going to be crazy, dude. It's going to be freaking crazy. You know what I mean? And you see FSR 4 right now, the image quality is like really good. I mean, in some cases, I'm looking at it and I'm just like, wow, like it's like getting there with DLSS in some cases. And in some cases, DLSS, it looks a little bit, better than FSR 4. But FSR has come a long way, man. Come a long way. And so can't wait. I can't wait. It says with PSSR 2 coming, it sounds like it could run GTA 6 at 4K 60 if done correctly. It's possible. That's what I'm saying.
Thanks
Sony knows this, bro.
Mark Cerny is the Einstein of consoles.
Yeah, he is.
Amazing.
He is. That's what I'm saying. Don't be surprised, bro, because AI is going to take us there, bro. Remember, it's not about brute force. Yeah, it is about brute force. But we are living in a world where look at the brute force capabilities of a 5090 and a 5090 with maxed out everything on Cyberpunk 2077, maxed out freaking settings. You know what I mean? Maxed out freaking settings. You got everything turned up to psycho. Path tracing, ray tracing, everything maxed out. You only are at 30 frames per second. And then as soon as you flick on AI, over 200 FPS. You times that by 4, insanity. You see what I'm saying? So think about it. Have multi-frame generation in your head when thinking about something like PSSR 2.0, kind of, right? That's how my mind is thinking about it. And games like GTA 6, like that is going to be very taxing on the CPU, because this is going to be a CPU heavy game. It's a CPU bound type of game. Like there's a lot of simulation going on. It's going to be stressing that CPU a lot. And we know that the PS5 Pro is basically using the same CPU, but just at a higher clock speed. And so you're going to have, like I told y'all years ago when we were covering the PS5 Pro, you're going to have to find a way to loosen up some of that load. And how you do it is with AI. We've seen it how AMD has transformed, FSR 4 with AI, and it's getting better and better and better very rapidly. And so with Sony now doing what they're doing with FSR 4 for PS5 Pro in 2026, and then also too, you gotta also think that maybe this could be a part of the delay too. Like they need more time to get everything running on these machines right. Sony knows. I mean, the last thing I'm going to say, and we're going to get off this whole GTA situation. Sony knows that if they absolutely want to squeeze the orange, and when I mean squeeze the orange, I mean squeeze every last ounce of sale that they can possibly get out of PS5 Pro, you got to make it 60 FPS. You have to. And I'm pretty sure Mark Cerny probably making a bunch of trips to Rockstar Games, talking to these engineers, talking to these developers. Like, we have to get this at 60 because they know that's a huge selling point. Think about what I'm saying. Some of y'all might be laughing, but it's real. Think about that. They know that, you know, they know that the Pro is expensive, and a lot of people like, it's not worth it, this and that. But think about if you can see GTA 6 running at, say, 4K with a upscale 4K 60 image. 4K image, and then running at 60 frames per second. Think about that. Think about how crazy people are going to get. Oh my God, 4K 60 on PS5 Pro? Oh, they're not going to think, PSSR 2.0, and they're just going to think 4K 60. Oh, I'm buying that. I'm buying that because it's not available on PC, bro. We got to wait a whole 2 years, and Sony knows that. However, how long we got to wait for the PC version, we don't know. Maybe max 2 years, but Sony knows, like, we need to capitalize off of the Pro. Remember, the Pro is an optional console. You don't have to buy it. It's for that advanced gamer, that hardcore gamer that wants the best resolution, the best frame rate, getting that PC-like performance from a console. You see what I'm saying? Ray tracing, all the bells and whistles. And Sony knows that, man, if we can do everything that we possibly can to make PSSR better and get you close to that 4K 60 with a game as demanded as GTA 6, yes, sir, Bob. Yes, sir. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, let me know y'all thoughts, man. This is not a game, but let me know y'all thoughts because the pressure is on Sony and the pressure is also on Rockstar right now to deliver in that space. And I feel like once the smoke clears and it comes out that the game is actually running at 4K 60, what upscale, man, it's going to sell even more. Sony is not going to be able to keep up with the demand at that point because all people are going to GTA 6, 4K 60, GTA 6, 4K. Most people are not going to think about upscaling. Every friggin' thing is upscaling. And it's funny how a lot of people sit here and disrespect upscaling. Oh, upscaling, really? That's why a lot of people didn't want to buy the Pro because they're like, upscaling? Really, bro? Yeah, dog. The same upscaling. What do you think DLSS is? Upscaling. Oh, what? Alan Wake, 540p? 540p? You know what I'm saying? 540p? Ha 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 ha. What resolution do you think DLSS upscales from? Sometimes it's upscales from lower than that. 480p, bro, and upscale it to 4K. Always upscale from a lower internal resolution and try to get you the best image possible. So I don't give a doggone what resolution they're going to make this magic, this wizardry happen with GTA 6. I don't care. As long as it looks sharper than the internal resolution that it's upscaling from, I can give two rats behind about that. Facts. Because we already know the CPU is limited. So you got to try to find a way to get people closer to that experience.
Thanks for the dono.
Sony got Mark Cerny so he make impossible possible.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm telling you, Sony knows, bro. Sony freaking knows. They know. Sony knows, like, yo, listen, GTA 6 is going to be the biggest game of the decade. It literally is. The biggest game of the century. It literally is. And so the biggest game of all time, you want it to run on your machine the best way possible. I'm just saying. And that's what's happening right now. This is why all this stuff takes time, because if you rush stuff like this, people are not going to forgive you. They're going to come out with their pitchforks and their shovels like this is Resident Evil 5. Like, calm, relax. You don't need to put down the pitchfork, baby. Like, relax. We're going to get it right. And so you might be mad right now saying to yourself, oh, delay.
Thanks for the dono.
Relax, bro.
At Marlin Gaming Nation, the PS5 Pro gets me excited for the PS6. That machine will be a beast. I think we are heading towards a time where you will get a $5,000 PC experience on console.
Man, I know we're ways from that, though. We're ways from that galaxy. But a $5,000 rig is always going to be more superior, right? We already know that. But with what the PS5 Pro is showing us right now, yes, I do agree. It's a taste of what it feels like to have a decent PC, like a mid-tier PC. I wouldn't say high-end PC. I would say like a mid-tier PC. And with PlayStation 6, I think we'll be like, oh, shoot, like we getting there. Like we're getting up to the higher end type of thing. I feel like right now we're in the middle ground of PC right now. You know, PS5, base PS5 is like low-ish, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to PC on certain things. When I say low, it's like a little bit above low, right? Like 4070, like not even 4070. I would say like 4060, right? Ish in that region. Performance, I guess, on certain things. Or maybe some people will say 3070, 3080 in that region. But yeah, we are getting there, bro. We are with consoles, especially with PS5 Pro. Yeah, with ray tracing and all this stuff. Yeah, you definitely like at a 40, close to a 4070, if not at a 4070 level. And then with PlayStation 6, I mean, you're talking about maybe 4080 level performance. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, I wouldn't say 5090.
If GTA 6 is 40 to 45 FPS on PS5 Pro, I'm being ASAP.
Hey, straight up. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. I mean, that's going to sell. But I do believe with this, if what Moore's Law is Dead is saying is true, I do believe that it's a huge possibility that we're going to be able to achieve that 60 frames. You know what I mean? With a 4K image. Because of PSSR 2, because it's just transforming every single day and getting better and better. So by 2026, and what a conspiracy theory. Sony is working on FSR 4. They developed FSR 4, co-engineered with AMD, and then doing what they're doing right now. So it's like, bro, it's fixing to be crazy in 2026. All right. So I'm telling y'all, it's about to be nuts. It's literally about to be nuts. Think about that. Can't wait, man. I can't wait. All right, let's go ahead and let's move on to our next topic at hand. Hit that like button for me if you're enjoying the show. I appreciate y'all. Oh, and speaking of the console, here we go talking about it right now. We're talking about PlayStation 6. Holy freaking cow. We're just sitting here talking about PS5 Pro this and PS5 Pro that. Well, now we're talking about PlayStation 6. Now, we do have a report that we have to go over. Hit that like button for me. I appreciate you guys being here, man. Let's talk about it, right? So this has come from PSU.com. So as you guys can see right here, it says PlayStation 6 to have at least 24 gigabyte RAM to accommodate new machine learning features, predicts Digital Foundry. 24 gigs of RAM just to accommodate new machine learning. Bro, this is about to be absolutely insane if this is true. Because from what I heard, the rumors, that was going around, that PS6 is going to have 32. But I know it's too soon to be talking about PS6 and all this type of stuff. But hey, man, 2028, if everything is still set in stone, then hey, we're not that far away considering how fast time is going right now. So, Digital Foundry is always going to have something to say. So Alex over there at Digital Foundry is basically saying right here, it says Sony has yet to announce the PlayStation 6 expected to have at least 24 gigs of RAM in order to accommodate new machine learning features. The tech wizard that Digital Foundry estimated said Alex Battaglia had the following to say when discussing the potential innards of the new next generation PlayStation and Xbox console. Quote, I imagine that to enable the ML features of the next PlayStation, they are going to have more RAM than they currently have. I'm assuming it's going to be about 24 gigs. That's my assumption right now for something like a PlayStation 6. So he's just assuming right now. You know what I mean? Nothing, nothing concrete or nothing. He's just assuming right now. But hey, man, Digital Foundry is always going to have their predictions based on the current market conditions, based on PS5 Pro, based on rumors, speculation, stuff like that. But from what I was hearing before, the rumors was saying 32 gigs. So we'll see. Like I said, we don't even need to be talking about PS6 right now. We need to focus on the now. Focus on PS5, PS5 Pro, Series X and S. That's where we need to be at. But you already know how this stuff goes, man. Like, we're going to always bring up the topic about freaking PS6 and the next Xbox. It's always the next thing, right? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you guys think? All right, let's talk about, Lord have mercy. Guys, stuff is really about to get ugly. I'm sorry, but like, consoles right now is going to continue to go up in price. I'm sorry, guys. Like, this is not a joke. And I've said this before, like, if you have the money right now, don't wait around, because with the current market conditions right now and everything, anything can fall through the floor at any moment in time, and prices are just going to go through the roof. Fortunately for us, Sony has not went up on the prices of their consoles in the US. Thank God. Or their games. Microsoft is going up in the holiday, $80. And he already went up on the price on the Series console. Nintendo is remaining at their launch price right now. So yeah, you know what I mean? Things are still the same. No. So there is that one, but let's go ahead and let's dial into this one right here, because it's about to get worse, man. So right now, they're saying that because of the tariffs, could push console prices up by 69%. 69%. Are y'all paying attention? Bruh, this is wild. This is freaking wild. 69%. This is absolutely freaking insane. So what do you think is going to happen with PS5 Pro? It's going to go up in price. It's going to go up in price. It's about to get ugly out here, man. Like, in terms of these prices, these console prices of tech going up 69%, bro. Oh my goodness, man. This is sad, man. This is so freaking sad. And it's getting harder and harder for people to be able to afford things, man. And it says right here in a new report published by the Consumer Technology Association, Trump's tariffs, it says, were explored at the length. Said the report pieced together by Trade Partnership Worldwide reiterated concerns that consumer spending will plummet. So a crash is about to happen, basically, as will the economic output of the United States. And it's all thanks to the export tariffs imposed last month. Lord have his mercy. Like, this is absolutely freaking insane, man. So the report is effectively a worst case scenario type of document that envisions a world where all proposed tariffs come into effect. Oh, Lord have mercy. Impacting consumers to the max. And man, this is absolutely sad, man. This saddens me. Wrecking havoc on the US financial freaking ecosystem. It revealed one potential devastating figure for gamers. This is not good for freaking gamers. Not so nice. The recent report that surfaced on the Consumer Technology Association platform and found its way to via Tom's hardware has drastic implications for the future of gaming. It was revealed through analysts' estimations that the technology area that could be hit the hardest is video game consoles. Oh my God. Just our freaking luck. Video game consoles are going to get hit the hardest, guys. It was predicted that should all tariffs be enacted, we'll see an increase of up to 69%. 69.4% on hardware, bringing about an average retail cost increase of a whopping $428. Let that freaking sink in. This is absolutely insane. And then on top of that, the next heaviest area to be impacted is laptops and tablets, predicted to suffer from a 34% increase. Oh my Lord. That vertical is followed closely behind monitors with a potential increase of 31.8%, and then smartphones with an estimated 30.8 increase, looming over. This is absolutely freaking nuts. Looming over. Are y'all hearing me right now? Looming over the market. The Trade Partnership Worldwide has suggested that the United States could lose $12 billion in consumer spending due to the higher prices of video games. In other words, ain't nobody about to buy nothing at no higher prices, right? So this a crash is about to happen right now. This is absolutely insane, guys. I can't believe the times that we're living in. So the United States could lose $12 billion in consumer spending due to the higher prices of video game consoles. In total, it's expected that the staggering sum of $69 billion could be sliced off the consumer spending cap. Unbelievable, guys. This is unbelievable. Unfortunately, look at this right here. Here's the kicker. Unfortunately, these tariffs target China the heaviest, and that's where 87, let that sink in, 87% of video game consoles come from. Lord have mercy. Why do you think Microsoft went up on the price of the Series X? Freaking China. That's where their stuff is manufactured and shipped, right? Friggin' China, right? So, man, I try to tell you guys from way before all this tariff stuff started happening. I said, man, you do what you do, but get on it. Because while the prices are where they are, especially with the PS5, the bundle, the what was it again? The Astro, not Astro. What am I? Is it called Astrobot? Yeah, Astrobot. The Astrobot bundle, Astro Playroom on the hard drive, that PS5 Slim for $399. What? Yeah, after seeing GTA 6 running on a base PS5, you must be out of your freaking minds. Not to, but by all means, do what you do. At $399, that's the best deal right now before it's going to go up. Because once all this inventory for Sony runs out, or Sony decides, oh, well, if Microsoft is doing it, and then you already hearing the stuff about Nintendo right now. Nintendo hands are being forced, ladies and gentlemen. At any given point, Shuntaro Furukawa have already said, like, hey, if the situation gets worse, we're going to have to go up on the price too. So, man, it sucks, dude. This is horrifying. It's horrifying. Let's go ahead and let's move on to our next topic. Give this stream a massive thumbs up. I appreciate y'all for being here. Let's knock out these topics. We're going to move along a little bit quickly here. Let's talk about Doom, the Dark Ages reviews and stuff like that. So, yeah, Doom Dark Ages comes out May 15th next week. So, yeah, let me know if you guys are going to be, checking the game out and things of that nature. I think a lot of people are probably going to play it on Game Pass, whatever. But just showing you guys a quick little Metacritic here really quickly. So right there off the rip, as you guys can see, it says Doom the Dark Ages. This is on Metacritic right now. And we are at an 84 on PS5 right there. And 84 on PS5, 86 on PC, and on Xbox, 87. So general favorable at 84. So really good scores across the board for Doom. 90 CD Action, Creative Blog 90, Comic Book gave it an 80. So pretty decent scores here, guys. Dexterio gave it, it says above all else, Doom the Dark Ages has Utterly fantastic combat, moment-to-moment action is among the best in the series history, but ultimately in desire to expand on the winning formula, ID Software has fallen short of the high bar that is set for Doom 2016. Okay, so that's their opinion. But yeah, that's a 60 right there from Dexteria. But hey, man, hey, that's their opinion. But solid scores across the board. I guess we will play it for ourselves and we'll see. Gaming Bolt gave it a 90. PSX Brazil gave it a 90. Gaming Bible. So tons of yeah. Tons of scores here and stuff like that. But yeah, solid scores across the board. Push Square gave it an 80. Dual Shockers, VGC. So yeah, let me know if you're going to be picking up Doom: The Dark Ages. Definitely higher than what I was even expecting now. But this is awesome. This is awesome news. Hit that like button for your boy. Appreciate y'all boys. All right. All right. So we're back on the main screen. Let's keep it pushing here, guys. Let's talk about, we just talked about the tariffs and stuff going up on consoles, potentially 69%, which is going to cause a crash because people just can't afford these things, man. They're just way too freaking expensive. So you already know it's coming. All right, so let's go ahead and let's talk about the Switch 2 price increase, price hike, potentially. Like, this is not a joke. I'm not joking around when I say this. So if you are interested in these consoles, try to get on it, man, because with way how stuff is going right now, even if things were reversed, it's going to be crazy, right? So let's get right into it right here. All right, so as you guys can see right here, WCCF Tech is saying Nintendo Switch 2 price may be increased depending on tariffs. President Shantaro Furukawa confirmed. So this is not a freaking joke. Says while the wide adaptation of Nintendo Switch 2 systems is the priority for Nintendo, the Japanese company may increase the system's price depending on the tariffs. Says following the latest financial report for the previous fiscal year, as reported by Yahoo Japan, Nintendo's president Shantaro Furukawa highlighted how the company's priority regarding launch of the Nintendo Switch 2 is to quickly make the system popular, and as such there will be an increase in advertising and promotion expenses for the company, which contributes alongside the system's low profit margins to an estimated operating profit increase of only 13%. According to Furukawa-san, a profit increase will require an increase in software purchase per hardware unit, which may not be that difficult to achieve considering the solid launch lineup. It says if the company's plans for Switch 2 launch are clear, the future seems more uncertain, primarily due to tariffs imposed by the United States, which have influenced the forecast of the fiscal year. He said based on the conditions that they remain the same. They said the tariffs are considered a cost when determining the price of the system in any country or region, Furukawa-san said. And if the tariffs change significantly over the current assumptions, the system's price could be increased after evaluating various factors. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. So in other words, if you want that Switch 2, baby, get on it, baby. Get on it. While you can. If you can't afford it, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. All right, hey, Dave Channel. Hey, man, that's just the way it is right now, my brother. Let's talk about DS2. All right, let's talk about DS2 here. And, man, I am just blown away by what I'm seeing here, man. This is absolutely mind-blowing, to say the least. Like, I can't believe what I'm reading. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. This is a game that was mocked on when it first came out as a UPS FedEx simulator. But, man, Kojima has refined the game. Everything that falls short in the original Death Stranding has stand taller now in the sequel. And a lot of influencers and journalists went out to, I think, Japan to go play, Death Stranding 2 and everything. 75 hours apparently to actually finish the game. And that's just like give or take. Everybody's play style is different, so it might take you a lot longer than that to finish the game. But as you guys can see right here, PushSquare.com is reporting that Death Stranding 2's PS5 story could take a monstrous 75 hours to beat. That is a insanity amount of time. That's going to be well worth $70 right there. I mean, that's a well-rounded game that is going to hold you over maybe until the end of the year, maybe longer than that, depending on your play style. So 75 hours is absolutely incredible. And I love what I'm seeing so far with Death Stranding 2 in terms of the gameplay and such. And so it says right here that Death Stranding 2 on the beat story could be almost double the length of its predecessor. It says with a plot that could take up to 75 hours to finish. It says that at least that's if estimations from Eurogamer.net preview are accurate. This site writes that during a recent hands-on session at Kojima Productions' futuristic Tokyo office, it was given that the opportunity to play the game for a full 30 hours, which represented approximately 40 40% of the plot. So 30 hours of them playing is basically 40 hours of the plot. That is absolutely insane. And like I said, with Eurogamer saying what they're saying, it could take you 100 hours because that's just estimation at this doggone point. And so this is kind of crazy because the original game basically took apparently 40 hours to beat. So that's almost double, you know what I mean, the first game. So that's how you make a sequel, bro. That's how you make a sequel. Plus, they have, that limited edition controller to pre-order, I believe, on the 22nd and such. So fantastic stuff right there when it comes to Death Stranding 2. Cannot wait to play the game. I think it's going to be fantastic. Probably another Game of the Year contender as well. Kojima games always be breaking headlines. So we'll see more on that really soon. Hit that like button, hit that share button, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Yeah, let's get it. All right. So, oh boy, this one right here is going to stir the pot for some people. But believe it when I say it, Microsoft is not going to slow down when it comes to porting games over. They're not. You know why? Because if it makes money, it makes sense. Right? And this is the reason why. So I don't know. We're getting a report here. I have the light in my eyes. We're getting a report here that is saying that Forza Horizon 5 is selling extraordinarily on the PlayStation 5. Like 1.2 million copies since launch. Congratulations to Microsoft. Congratulations to Microsoft. They knew it. They know. Forza, Gears, Halo, bananas. Bananas. All right? I freaking knew it. Halo is next. Halo is freaking next. Okay? That is absolutely insane, bro. For an old game. What, Forza Horizon 5 came out, what, in 2021? Somebody correct me in the chat. I think it's 2021 Forza Horizon 5 dropped. So old freaking game. No, Gears is already coming over, bro. Halo is next. So congratulations to them because Microsoft finding big success on Sony's system right now. So there it is, man. This is absolutely freaking insane. It says it's not exactly surprising to see Alina Analytics pretty much basically estimate sales of around 1.2 million units as of the 5th of May, then which roughly accounts for around a week of sales. Around a week of sales? What? They're saying around a week of sales. Around a week of sales, bro. The racer officially launched on the 29th of April for Sony's system, but did have a period of premium early access as well. Dog, a week of sales. They said roughly accounts for about a week of sales. 1.2 million in about a week? Good Lord have mercy. Victor Splendor basically said Another Xbox hit lands on PlayStation's. Microsoft's gaming strategy is clearly gaining momentum. This is absolutely insane. And there it is right there. 1.2 freaking million. That is insane. So I try to tell you. What do you think is going to happen with freaking Gears Reloaded? Come on, you better ask somebody. What do you think is going to happen with Gears? Gears is about to do crazy numbers. Gears is about to do crazy. What do you think is going to happen? 1.2 million in a week? What do you think is going to happen with Gears of War Reloaded? They fixing to make a boatload at $39. Oh, I'm buying that day one. Y'all know I love Gears. And console wars is dead, bro. I don't give a doggone what anybody want to say. Listen, I'm a Gears fan. I love Gears. Been playing Gears since that's day one for me, dog. Day one. I love Gears. And the original Gears is something that I hold close and dear to my heart. You know what I mean? We got Gears in the family. Me and my brother, me and my cousin brought us all closer together as gamers. And so I will always have a special love for Gears of War just because of that. So what? $39.99 chef kiss price, which could potentially increase with the tariffs and all this stuff going. Well, not tariffs, but Microsoft already went up on the price on their other games, $80 this holiday. So could go up in the holiday or could stay at $39, but that's a freaking steal. Multiplayer and all, bells and whistles. Oh, it's fixing to be stupid come end of freaking August. I'm telling you, lots of giveaways, lots of stuff popping off for members. I'm telling you guys, get on it, man. It's about to be crazy around here. So yeah, you better recognize and realize what the heck is going on right now. And let's talk about it right now, man. Mafia, the old country. Last topic, and we're done. Mafia, the old freaking country. Lord have mercy. Mafia looks absolutely insane. Okay? And wait for it, man. It seemed like we're getting some sweet deal. In 2025, baby, because Gears of War Reloaded could have easily been $60 or $70, but Microsoft, thank you so much for giving us that olive branch for $39. Hear me loudly and clearly now. Mafia, the old country, I thought was going to be a $70 game. And this is dropping August the 8th. $50 freaking dollars. $50 freaking dollars. 50.
Thanks for the dono.
November 5th, 2021 was Forza Horizon 5 release date.
Oh. Okay, cool. November 5th, 2021. I knew it was in 2021. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and heart that bad boy. I appreciate that. Yeah, $50 freaking dollars. You don't believe me? Let me see if I have it. Yeah, right here. $50 freaking dollars. It's confirmed, bro. It's confirmed. It's confirmed. Right here, my man Wario64 Mafia the Old Country is priced at $49.99. Okay, it says right here, Mafia the Old Country will offer 2 editions, Standard Edition and the Deluxe Edition. Both editions are available for pre-order today and will release worldwide on August the 8th. So the Standard Edition includes the full base game and will be available for $49.99 on PS5, Series X, S, and X, and PC via Steam. It said the Deluxe Edition lets players descend. Okay, Cecilia, all of that. So, yeah. So yeah, man. And then obviously the Deluxe Edition will have, it will be $59.99 because it comes with all the extra content and stuff like that. And obviously it's not going to be open world. We already learned that already. It's not going to be open world. It's going to be a linear experience, which is fine. I don't care. But $50 freaking dollars, smoking deal. All right, man. So we are approaching the Q&A portion. Now is the Q&A time, baby. Hit that like button for me. Hit the share button. Let's do a quick little Q&A portion right now. Thank you guys so much. Did y'all enjoy the show? Because I know I did, bro. We pushed ourselves today, baby. We make it happen. We made it happen, baby. Let's get it. Hey. 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 Say new alert, $50 versus $80 game. Hey. People already doing it already. Says I'm on Death Stranding trying to beat it out. Man, you gotta have patience in this. Yeah, you can't rush it. You can't rush it. You know what I'm saying? You can't rush it. You can't rush it, baby. You can't rush it, baby. You can't rush it. Show them what we bout. Hey. Country boy with the fire, with the Goku fire. Let's go, country boy. What's popping, bro? Love you, man. It said breaking news. Switch 2 will be bricking consoles. Oh, really? Will it? It said Sean owns land like Death Stranding 2. There you go. Heat leisure. Hey. Said also you forgot another Xbox banger, Doom with review. Oh yeah, I already talked about it. Yeah, 87 on Metacritic, on Xbox. I think it was 84 on PS5. Yeah, we already talked about all that. This a marathon, man. Let's go 100 miles. Hey. Say you didn't hear about Switch 2 bricking consoles. Dreamcast guy dropped a video. What? That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. It said, do you and First Lady have GTA 6 lifestyle? No, we don't, baby. I wish we did. You know what I'm saying? That's you, Jenna. Me too, Lord. LaRue. Me too, LaRue. I was like, wait, hold on now. Hold on now. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So remember we said, what was it? 218, Country Boy 218 the last time. But if your theory is real about that new monitor, the bendable one, if your theory is real, then you said what, between 2,500. I would say it's probably going to be about, with all this nonsense going on, it's probably going to be about anywhere from 25 to $3,000. So judging from where we at now, if we equate taxes and everything, I would say about 500 to cover everything for the bendable monitor at 2,500. So with taxes and everything, it would be like 2,700. So yeah. So I would say for that bendable one, if it is 25, then yeah, we're gonna be like 500 short. Let's see here. This is only bricking cause if you yeah, I don't know why the heck they're doing that. It's a PS5 Pro is testing console for PlayStation 6 improvements. Yes, it is. This is only bricking. Okay, I already read that already. Bricking console if you break your Nintendo license agreement. Oh, that's nothing new. Yeah, why are we even talking about that? See, people are just trying to find all different type of stuff to talk about and blah, blah, blah. Like, console ain't even out yet. People are just trying to find everything to complain about and be negative about. Like, it's just kind of like, really, bro? Can we just relax in terms of that is like, that's concerned? Like, people just like, come on, man. You said 3K, you could got a Fire TV. You know what? I'm thinking about, I'm actually thinking about bringing back my, I'm actually thinking about bringing back my G4 TV. Did I just say G4 TV? Yeah. Back to Best Buy, because a lot of times whenever I turn the TV on, like it just won't come on. And I try to like plug it out, plug it back in, try resetting everything, and it's still doing the same thing. And it's been doing it for a little while. So I don't know, man. I might just bring it back. I mean, might just bring it back. Man, Lucci Sky, what is cheap, bro? What is cheap nowadays? Nothing is cheap. TVs, phones, tablets, I mean, you name it. All expensive, ridiculously expensive. But yeah, my G4, like whenever you try to turn it on, it just won't turn on. So yeah, I might have to like bring it in, bro. Might have to bring it in, you know. Don't want to, but we'll see. It said too bad. He said too bad I won't be able to play Death Stranding 2 on my Death Stranding PS4 Pro. Oh, you have a PS4 Pro? Oh man. Hopefully you can get to updates soon, man. It said LG has been pushing updates. My TV sometimes takes a while to turn on with updates coming. Yeah, mine's even after everything is updated, like it just won't come on. Like you turn it on and it just won't come on. Then I have to plug it out, plug it back in, and it still won't come on. So I don't know. I might just bring it back, man. I mean, I had it. When did I bought that G4 again? When we got that G4 in? We got that G4 in around... Dang, when did we buy that G4 again? Was it up in last year, right? Was it September of last year? Yeah, it's been a while. Or is it... I think it was... yeah, I think it was September, October of last year. And now that crap is not coming on. Like you turn it on, and then it will come on, but then when you start like playing games or doing anything, then it will turn off. And then I'm like, what the heck? Why is it doing that? And I'll turn it back on again, and I'm just like, oh, what the heck? So I don't know, man. I really don't know what's going on. He says I would take the TV back and use it towards the monitor. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably try to, because that monitor is probably gonna be about $3,000, bro. It's probably gonna be about $3,000, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real. It's probably gonna be about $3,000 for that monitor, because the fact that it can fold and flatten. So I think, I don't know, man. It said Marlon, it's your TV tube faulty, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring it back. I do have the Total Tech, so I'm just gonna bring it back. And I see a lot of people been upgrading to the G5 and stuff like that. So it's all good, because I'll still have the new monitor whenever it comes out to use it on there. So I think because I have the Total Tech, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna bring it back. I mean, it sucks. I do like it, but hey, man, I can't sit here and pay all that money and TV not coming on when I'm turning it on. Like it's crazy. And it does that too whenever I even have my PS5 Pro hooked up, any of my consoles, even just watching regular TV, like it will turn off randomly and then turn back on. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I'm going to have to just forget about it, bro. Just bring it back. And the crazy part is too, the money it wasn't even cash that I spent on that TV. It was store credit. I had a bunch of store credit from Best Buy. So it's not like I'm getting back cash. It's store credit. So they're going to, if I bring it back, they're going to be like, hey, do you want another one, or do you want to get a refund? And they're going to put it on a store credit card. So I guess I can just use some of that towards the monitor too. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then once the bendable monitor comes out, then I'll put it right behind here so you guys can see it. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, guys. I might end up doing that today too. We'll see. We'll see how the time looks. I might do that today or tomorrow, whenever I have the time. Just bring it back. It says someone bought Sony X90L 98-inch TV. Jesus, that's a lot of money, dude. How much is it for a 65-inch OLED? It all depends. It all depends on what brand. I mean, they go from anywhere from 1,000. Some of them are a little bit under 1,000, depending on the brand. Like TCL do have some for like a little over 1,000. You know, like 1,400. You know, it all depends. It said that's too many pixels. You're gonna need a 5090 to run that monitor. Yeah, Capono. Yeah, man, we got one, bro. Capono, we haven't seen you, bro. We haven't seen you in a long... Big Al, what's going on? We haven't seen you in a long time, but bro, long story short, it took us about 2 weeks to stand in line. I'm never doing that ever again, bro. I'm never doing that ever again. But it took us 2 weeks to secure the bag. This is why Capono, we're getting that monitor, because this is the only GPU that can run that 5K monitor, like the only GPU. So yeah, heck yeah, Lucci. bro, that monitor is dope. The fact that it curves like this and then goes back out, man. Like the fact that it does that, it's worth it to me over the G4. I'm sorry. Like, hey man, like, hey. But I wouldn't jump back into another G4 though. I'm nah. Not with all these new TVs coming out. I'll probably wait in the future to pick up another TV. If they ask me, hey, do you want another G4? Nope, no, thank you. Because I don't want to have to go through that same nonsense again. But you know, you have the G5, the 48-inch G5 that's getting ready to drop, or is it already out, or maybe sold out? So the G5 is where it's at now, from what I'm hearing. But I want to get that monitor first. So that's my main focus right now, like to get the monitor first, and then worry about like all the rest of the other stuff. He said, oh, I will. He said the 83-inch G5 TV is crazy. Oh, yeah. And it's way brighter than the G4 as well. So, Marlon, you should be put it towards your Nintendo Switch accessories such as SSD. Yeah. Eric, you know what, too? I am working with a company on that. So, thank God. That's why I say I thank y'all so much for y'all support and for y'all love on that. Let me check the poll. I'm over here yapping. Let me check the poll right quick. 506 votes, 507 votes. I said, do you believe Rockstar Games that GTA 6 trailer 2 was captured on from a base PS5? And a lot of you guys said, 81% of y'all said yes. And then 19% of you guys said no. But yeah, guys, make sure y'all hit the like button. Thank y'all so much for y'all support, man. Like, I'm serious about what I said, man. You know, it's one of those situations that I've always said time and time again. Like, this is why you have to be careful and know what you're doing, because you can mess up your money like very badly. And I think if I didn't have this channel, bro, there's a lot of things that I wouldn't be able to get. And so a company had reached out. I'm not going to spoil anything yet, but a company had reached out in regards to the Switch 2. And so we're going to have some crazy stuff going down with that. So stay tuned. Yeah, exactly. What's the point of the slide? Yeah, exactly. What's the whole point of them lying? That's why I was like, bro, do people even pay attention? Like even people even pay attention? Like, this is absolutely insane. So my brother got an Asus 1440p 480 hertz monitor and he loves it. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that monitor is peak, bro. That monitor is freaking peak. I'm telling you, it is. It says, I watch stuff on that monitor. That thing is crazy. I'm telling you, that monitor, it's nuts. I'm just waiting for the bend. That's the one I want. I want the bendable version. So that thing is going to be nice. Push a button. And I think you can do some kind of hand gestures or something like that for it. But ultimately, I think that's what I'm going to do, man. I think I'm going to go ahead and bring it back. That's very annoying. You pay that much money for a TV and then it don't want to turn on. Like what happens sometimes too, you turn it on and then you're just hearing the sound, but no picture. What? Like one time I had my Pro connected to it and I turn on the Pro and then I turn on the TV and the TV is on and I'm hearing the audio coming out of the TV, but there's no freaking picture. And I'm just like, what the heck is going on? Why is it I'm not here? I'm not seeing any picture, but I'm hearing audio. And then the freaking TV just turns off. And I'm just like, what the freaking, like, why is it doing that? So I would have to keep plugging it out, plugging it back in. And I'm just like, why am I hearing my Pro or I'm hearing the Series X? Like I'm moving the controller and I'm hearing it, but no picture. So I don't know. But yeah, Jenna, but I tried with the base PS5. I tried with the Series X. I even just try not hooking up anything to it and just watch the TV regularly and it just turns off. Like I don't know. And then sometimes it turns on and there's no picture. So it's like what? It's like it's annoying. I said that's too many. It's so many pixels. Yeah, it is. It says, when I buy TVs, I always get Geek Squad warranty. That's why I have the Total Tech. Thank God. because I would have been out of, sound like a short circuit. I would have been out of a TV right now if I didn't have the Total Tech. That I'm telling you, that Total Tech, get on it, because anything breaks, you bring it back. Okay, for instance, my LG C10. Remember my LG? I don't know. Some of y'all OG subs, y'all remember I bought my LG C10 5 years ago. And when I bought the TV, like it was, man, it obviously working. Everything was fine. And then we put it in the bedroom, and then like me and my wife was using it. And then sometimes you turn it on and it won't even come on. So it's almost doing the same thing that the G4 is doing. And then I was like, bro, I paid for 5 years. Back then, they didn't have the Total Tech. So I had the Geek Squad, and I paid the extra for the warranty. And when I brought it back, they were like, hey, we don't have any more C10s. So what do you want to do? And I was just like, give me the store credit. You know, and they were like, okay, we'll refund you back your money. And I'm so happy. That's how I was able to get this TV, because I brought back the C10 to Best Buy after 5 years. I mean, it held up. I can't, you know what? I'm not going to be selfish. I'm not going to be ungrateful. That's the word I should say. Ungrateful. The TV did last 4 years, you know what I mean? With no issues, and brought it back, and they gave me my money back. So you say your Pro killed the TV. You said, Marlon, oh my God, imagine that 5K monitor, 165 hertz, 300 FPS with the Pro and GTA 6. Yeah, right. That's just not going to happen. And I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Conflict between the console settings. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's annoying, James. It's annoying. I can't. That's way too much money. Honestly, the way I got the G4 was because of the C10. The money from the C10 covered the C4. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, you said really 4-year-old TV and got your money back. Yeah, Marwin. I bought the Geek Squad. See, that's why I love buying stuff from Best Buy, because Best Buy treats you right. Like, if you, at least from my experience, like if I buy warranties on TVs and stuff and I'm starting to have issues, hey, bring it back. No questions asked. Do you want another G4? Do you want a Sony TV? Like, nah, bro, just give me my money back. And they'll give me my money back. So I think that's what I'm going to do, man. It's very unfortunate, but I got to do what I got to do. Plus, you know, we need all the extra that we can get for the new monitor. So just going to have to do what I have to do. It said, be right back. It's going to go finish the dream. It says, I also have a 75-inch Hisense U8 and TV too. I heard those Hisense TVs are good, man. I heard those are really, really good. But yeah, I'm going to bring my happy-go-lucky behind to Best Buy and bring it over there. And, you know, call a spade, man. I hate when that happens, man. I hate it. It's always something, but that's why you get the warranty. Say I also have Total Tech. It says I bought my 77-inch. So you telling me if I want a newer one after a year? Yeah, you can. Like, you could just bring it in. Like, for me, like, I have a valid reason to bring mines in. But yeah, you can bring it in and tell them, hey, listen, you're having this issue with it, and they'll take it. No questions asked. They'll be like, hey, do you want another one? Or they'll offer to repair it or something like that. But typically, they would have to send it off to LG. You know what I'm saying? They would have to send it off to LG to get it repaired. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to deal with all that. Just give me my money back and I'll get something else. And they'll put your money back on your car as long as you have that Total Tech or Geek Squad. And that's what saved my butt. Yeah, Total Tech is $170. It's worth it, bro. I'm telling you, it's worth it. No, I'm not sponsored by Best Buy or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I'm speaking from a regular consumer. You're buying a lot of tech. You need that Total Tech, because anything happens to that thing outside of your return window, because I believe they give you 90 days if you are a Best Buy Plus member, or is it Total Tech member, you get 90 days or something like that. I don't remember. And so outside of that, you know what I'm saying, you will, that total tech is going to kick in. And that's what's going to save my behind right now, because or else you're going to be out of a TV. It thinks that I don't have it in the box. It says I threw that away. It says I would rather they come pick it up. If they damage, that's on them. Hey, that's true. Then that's on them. Actually, though, I do have the box, so I can bring the box. I can drop the box in my truck. That's a good thing. I don't throw away my boxes. But I do have the box, so I can just bring the box back and just give them that mug and be like, yo, just give me my money back, bro. Like like straight up and down. Just hey, just give me my money back. So yeah, it's all good, man. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Unico, you already know, bro. I say I do have a IMAX theater. I already know you do. I say honestly, you can take the TV back to Best Buy for any reason within the warranty. So if you want to upgrade to a new model, they will take it back. Yeah, that is true, Scott. That is true. Scott Free, that is true. Because that's why I'm paying. Man, what the heck are you paying for Total Tech for? You might as well use it. You know what I'm saying? You might as well freaking use it. So my at least with mine, I have a legitimate reason. You know what I mean? Like, and hey, look, hey, do you want another one? Nah. Or do you want a Sony? Nah. All right, we'll refund your method of payment. Oh, thank you. T-Mobile upgrade every year TV. Yo, Dewan, what's up, bro? What's popping, bro? What's going on? Appreciate you being here, man. Thank you for being. Said my 55-inch LG C1 been good to me since day one. Thank God. Hey, I'm happy to hear that, bro. This is my second LG TV that has crapped out on me. Second time. You know what I mean? Second time now it's happening. So it's just annoying, man. You spend all that money and then it's like, well, no. But it's all good. Like I said, that's what I'm going to do. So moving forward, when we start the streams again, you're probably going to, I don't know. I'm probably going to leave this up, but then you're not going to see anything behind until we get that new monitor in. I said, wow, still with my LG G3. Wow, that is awesome. That is, my C10 crapped out on me. Had to bring that back after 4 years. And then this, so, I mean, TVs ain't cheap, bro. TVs are not cheap at all. Like, it is absolutely freaking insane at this point. Like, TVs are not cheap. They're very expensive. And I think, ultimately, man, it puts us in a predicament where it's like, well, what do I do now? You know what I'm saying? What can I do to fix this particular problem? Just have to get that warranty, try to cover your bottom line. Say a G5 is $2,000 to $3,000. Yeah, I believe it's $2,500 for the. Yeah, these TVs are expensive, bro. Like TVs, laptops, phones, not cheap, bro. Like all this stuff is ridiculously expensive. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that, Johnny. Appreciate you, fam. Says right here, confirm Hogwarts Legacy Switch 2 version uses DLSS. The game will display at 1440p in TV mode, while it will feature up to 1080p in handheld mode for its resolution and also supports HDR. Can't wait, man. I can't freaking wait. But yeah, guys, that's what I'm going to do, man. So appreciate y'all. Say can't wait to watch you stream GTA 6, dog. Oh, man, that's going to be... I pray for God's health and strength and his protection until then, man, and beyond. I'm praying for the best, man. I pre-ordered the Switch 2 from Best Buy, and Best Buy sent me an email for like a 1 month Switch online membership, which I thought was pretty cool. So yeah, but I pre-ordered it on launch day. I mean, not launch day, on the pre-order time frame. On Best Buy. They dropped a trailer for Metroid Prime 4. Nice. So Marlon said, have you heard about the good news about Switch to Hogwarts? Yeah, we just talked about that. I'm so excited, man. So excited. Switch 2 is a beast. GTA 6 launch day is going to be insanity, bro. I can't wait, man. It's going to be absolutely freaking insane. I can't wait. I cannot wait. But yeah, guys, I love y'all, man. I do have to get going, guys. Do have some things to take care of. But I have to type up all these timestamps for you guys, okay? I got all these timestamps that I got to do for you guys. Thank you guys so much for y'all support, man. I know I sound like a broken record, but if it wasn't for you guys, man, none of this reacting to GTA 6 trailer and talking about all this stuff, man. You know, appreciate y'all. Country boy, love you, man. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and run a Best Buy either today or tomorrow and bring that thing back. Yeah, man, I'll see you guys back here. If anything, tomorrow I might do a video, but I need rest. I'm tired, man, from this week. I think I've put so much energy into the streams. But if anything, I'll probably just have a video up for you guys. Over 94 million views on trailer 2 for GTA 6. See, I told you. It's going to hit 100 million views in no time. But yeah, I love you guys, man. Thank y'all so much for y'all support today, man. Shout out to Gaskin. Shout out to all of you guys. Country boy, love you, bro. You're a real one. Thank you for your support, man, towards this monitor. Cannot wait for them to put up the pre-orders for it so we can get it, man, and lock it in. So one love and God bless. I appreciate you guys, man. Like I said, we're going to bring back the TV either today or tomorrow. We're going to see what's up. All right. So I love y'all. Be blessed, be easy. And as usual, like the great Etika would say, please have yourself a wonderful one. See if we can get over 300 likes, guys, on today's show. And subscribe if you're brand new. Peace. I love y'all. We out. And oh, I wanna be like Sean. Hey.